Hi guys, this is Vanessa with Babes and Bookland, and this week I'm doing a reading routine tag, which, sorry, I had to write it down on a piece of paper. So basically, I do book reviews. That's her channel name. She tagged Chi Chi and I in this video, and it's basically asking us 6 questions on what our reading routine is. So I'm really excited to be doing this. I've always wanted to do a tag video. I've seen them for different types of other blogs, like fashion blogs, and I don't know, just random tags, brother tags, I think sister tags, boyfriend doing my makeup tag, just random stuff. So I'm really excited. I've never seen a book tag, and it's really cool because I'm actually going to participate in this one. So it should be really interesting. And again, it's going to be a really short video. It's only 6 questions, nothing like 20 long, crazy questions. So anyways, again, thank you so much. And I'm going to start with the first one. And it says, when do you read? Typically, I read at night. And the reason why is, I do have a 40-hour job. I may not look it, but I am 25. I've graduated college. So right now, I'm not in school. And so most of my days are really just working. And by the time I get home, I, relax a little bit, eat. And so when I sit down and lay in my bed, it's like, probably 8, 9 o'clock at night. And, I try to watch a little TV, do some writing, because I am currently writing a novel. And I am 40,000 words in. It's just so nice to know that I'm, pretty much a good portion already halfway over that hump. But yeah, so I try to write as much now more than read. So so by the time I get a chance to read, it's probably around 11, 12 at night. And so I pretty much just read at night. And I do carry a book with me wherever I go. Sometimes I do try to read a little bit on my lunch break. Sometimes on my day off, if I'm, at a doctor's appointment or somewhere where I have to sit and wait, anything like that, I do carry a book with me. And so I do try to read. But mostly, 90% of the time, I'm reading at night. So anyways, that's it to that question. And the next one is, where do you read? Well, pretty much I read in my bed, since I 90% of the time I read at night. So I usually turn that light off, and if you see the light, right behind me, that's the only light flashing right over my bed, which, let me show you where the book reading magic occurs. So hopefully this is a successful mini adventure, but I come right over here. Let's see. I lay right over here. And yeah, oh, and also sometimes I read on my iPad Kindle app. But anyways, I'll lay over here, wrap my blanket around my neck or something, and have this pillow like jammed up like this, and I'm reading a book kind of weird like this. And sometimes I read for so long that my head goes numb from the pillow. I know that's really weird, but yeah, so pretty much the reading occurs right there. So anyways, the next question is, how many books do you read at once? Well, I read one at a time. I think it's a very awkward thing to be reading more than one book at one time. I mean, if you're going to start something, just finish it and just read quicker. If you really want to read the next one, which is what I do. So if I really want to read another book, I just read the current one that I have quicker. So I guess that's just me. I think the only time I will be breaking that rule probably tomorrow, because tomorrow is it the 10th? Black Dagger Brotherhood, I don't remember what it's called, Lover or something. It comes out tomorrow, and I'm in the middle, 1/4 in one book, and well, I may have to drop it for a little bit and read that, but I can't have 2 books and go read one chapter and then go read another chapter. I don't do any of that. That's just no. It just no, not for me. But yes, most of the time I start one book, I finish it, then I move on to the next one. Some books move up the priority line, so that interchanges, but So the next question is, do you take breaks while reading? Well, since just a minute ago I confessed that my head goes slightly numb, I think you can kind of determine that I sit there for a long, long time reading. You know, it's just, why take a break if you're reading something and you love it? I mean, is it really necessary to go use the potty? I mean, I think I have to be bursting at the seams to go to the bathroom. I can wait to eat a drink. Why? Because that would only force me to go to the bathroom quicker. So again, I don't really take breaks unless I have to. And have to meaning if I have to take a call that's like dire emergency, I need to go do an errand, I have to work, I have to sleep. I know sleep, it's not really a priority on the list when it comes to reading, but yes, I do sleep and, you know, whatever. Well, that's it. So pretty much I take a long ass time in my reading breaks or my reading time. So no breaks, at least not 1% of the time. So, okay. Next question. Do you skim through books? No. I mean, some parts maybe, but I think after, you know, I write, so I know how much time and effort goes into books, so I just try not to do that. I mean, I think it's just when the author puts so much work into putting every little detail, as much as sometimes it's like, oh, I want to get to the end. There's a reason for everything. Every small, like I have skimmed before in the past. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have, and then I've come to find out that I skimmed over a section that's so important. It's so small and minuscule compared to like other things, but sometimes it's like a hidden little nugget that leads you to the final answer at the end, that if you went and you reread it from the beginning, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I skimmed over it. It's like watching, if you've ever seen the movie Prestige, those little moments where there were hints to what really was the answer at the end of the movie, and then you had to go rewatch the movie so that all those little awkward moments made sense. It's like watching the movie and then skipping right over it. So then by the time you get to the end, you're like, huh? How did that happen? So again, I don't skim. I would have to be on the verge of knowing the answer to the end of the book to skip. Like, I would have to be like, you know, I don't know. So, and the last and final question is, how long does it take for you to finish a book? Well, since, you know, again, I take long periods of time to go through a book, no breaks, typically a day. Again, I don't read as many books now as often as I do, but if I read a book, it takes me like about a day. Now, again, that's 90% of the books. Again, there is that 10% chance that it takes me at least 2 days, maybe a week, and the only way it would take me a week is if I've been on vacation, the book was really slow, I don't know, but usually a day, like Divergent, a day. Last Sacrifice, a day. This one's like 600 pages. And of course, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Bought this sucker at midnight. This thing was done by daylight. It was just magic. But anyways, thank you so much again for watching this video. That is the end of this tag. And again, thank you to I Do Book Reviews for tagging Chi-Chi and I. And I will be putting down a link to her vlog channel so you guys can check her out as well. And happy reading, guys. Bye.